Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, am I excited. So, it's finally happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the age of the Triarch. No. So, 1.55 has finally arrived, and with it, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. So, for those of you whose innocent eyes are not sure what you are looking at, well, my lovelies, you are looking at the one and only British tank tree, and it is all thanks to this beautiful update 1.55, adding in, well, essentially the British tanks. So we're gonna go over that in just a second because there's so much to cover that I want to cover some of the other minor things before we jump into British tanks. So first of all, there has only been one significant change as far as the American tank, as far as the American tech tree goes, and it is not a tank change. It is actually in aviation. So the American tree did get a new plane. I'm not exactly sure what tier it is. I want to say it's somewhere. I don't honestly know though. But yes, the American tree has gotten its first naval biplane, which is pretty awesome, all things considered. God, I want to say it's one of these. Let's take a look. Let's find out. No, it's not that. I think it's this. Maybe the F2A1. Is it? I don't think it is. I feel like that's been in game forever. Yeah. I don't know, but these guys have definitely gotten a new. That's what it is. It's this one right here, I'm pretty sure. So the F3, F2 is correct, and for whatever reason my camera controls are not working, so I can't really show you the size of it, but yeah, the F3, F2. Now, for our good old German friends who love to fly, Germany got only one new plane, and that is the... Hold on, let me find it. Where are you? Was it the trope? No. Definitely was not the trope. Okay, don't know why that just happened, but alright. So, my German friends did in fact get a new plane. Again, I'm not really a big planes guy, so excuse me for not being able to pull up the planes right away. But there is a new German plane out there and available for your researching purposes. As for my Russian friends, we are looking at only one new Russian update, and that is the MiG-17, which I hear has a very impressive gun. If we take a look at the pull-out menu to our left, yeah, a 37mm cannon. Wow. Along with a 23mm cannon. That's pretty impressive. I mean, a plane. A plane. For British flyers, we have the two new Sterling bombers. Obviously, we have the Sterling B Mark 1, which has two 7.7s, another 7.7 turret, and another 7.7 turret with 250-pound bombs, 27 of them to be exact. Very nice. I'm going to jump into them too much because on my channel you're not going to find a whole lot of these planes in general, because I more stick to spec, because I always have been a tank man. But we also have the Sterling B Mark 3 as well, and I believe the Japanese also got one or two of them. Not sure where though. Oh yeah, they got I believe this Ki Otsu is one. Again, I could be wrong because I don't really follow the plane aspect. So there's one, and then I believe the other one is the Ki 61 Ko, maybe? They also got a premium plane as well, but like I said, you know, don't really follow the planes, so. But we're here for the big news. The 1.55 British tanks. Whoop, whoop. Royal tank hype. So, obviously, we start out with our reserve tanks. Like all nations, we have to have the reserve. And luckily for us, our reserve tanks for the British are, of course, the Treyarch, Tiarch, however you want to pronounce it. A lot of people pronounce it differently. Take it how you want it. And also as a reserve, we have the A13 Mark 1. Again, if the camera controls weren't broken again after 1.55, I'd be able to move around and show you that. But also it adds in pretty much the entire British tree. I mean, the anti-aircraft guns, if you're into that. I'm really not, because they don't really do good against other tanks. But we also have the tank destroyer tree, capping it off with this bad boy, Big Tortoise. You thought the T-95 was big? You ain't seen the Tortoise. Look at that. Beautiful. That armor. Mwah. Perfection. Then we have the heavy line, which tops off with the Conqueror. Like, oh my god, look how beautiful it is. Big 120 cannon. Yes, please. Give me more. And of course, the British medium line, which caps off with the Centurion Mark 10. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Now, keep in mind that not all of these British tanks are available yet. I believe only the tier 1s are available at this time. Later on, there will be the whole tree will be available at some point. But for right now, I believe only the tier 1s are available, and everything else is going to unlock slowly, a lot like they did the, if I can ever eventually scroll over to it, the American line, because in case some people don't remember from, I think, my Twitch channel, I wasn't able to get the 105 when I was ready to research it, but then a week later it was unlocked and I was able to research it. So they're doing the same for the British tree, which, honestly, I kind of like it. I kind of like the idea of slowly giving content, making sure everything's stable. And so, yeah, we're probably going to play a couple matches with the British in just a second. But another thing that's very, very huge, in my opinion anyway, a patch or two ago, we got the, where is it? There it is. PT-76. Now, when we got this tank, a lot of people very quickly became kind of angry. And this is because the PT-76 is supposed to be an amphibious tank. But the problem was, when it was added into the game, it wasn't. It really wasn't. But now, thanks to patch 1.55, we now have the ability to float in a PT-76. Now, this is the only tank in the game that can, of course, float on the water. I know I did watch the review video that they have up on their channel on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, but they also have it on their site page, and you can also get it through the PS4 link. But yeah, in the video they were kind of hinting, in my opinion anyway, they were kind of hinting at having more I completely forgot the word. This is the part where my brain shuts down right here. Anyway, They kind of hinted towards more amphibious tanks coming in later on, but, you know, I mean, really, if you think about it, Japanese tanks were probably very much amphibious, seeing as how they were island locked. But I'm willing to bet that's not the reason why you're here. You're here because you want to see some British tanks wrecking the governors. Yeah. So let's eat our tea and crumpets and head out to the battlefield. So while we're kind of waiting on the battlefield, also in 1.55, we did also get 2 new maps. And luckily for us, on the first try, we got one of the 2 new maps. The 2 new maps are the second battle of El Alamein and this one right here, Tunisia. Now, both of these maps that I did just mention are based in North Africa, and they are historically accurate, as they say. But the best part about these maps is that the terrain, in terms of like the buildings and whatnot, obviously you're not gonna make a whole mountainside come down. The terrains themselves, like the city, is completely destructible. Literally, if you lived long enough, you could probably level the entire city on this map. Oop, armored car. So I think those are pretty cool. Oh, also, I don't know if this is new to 1.55 or not, but I changed the UI colors. So now friendly name tags are now purple instead of blue, I think it was. Which I think is pretty cool. I really like the color purple. But yeah. Alright. So we're in the little Treyarch. And to no surprise really, most of the team is in British vehicles. Yeah, the whole team is in British vehicles. Alright, so we're capturing Alpha. And I really want to maybe not go in for the point. I think and maybe kind of outskirt it instead. So like around this way. Maybe look for a flank, because really, let's be honest, this thing has no armor. Like all British tanks, it has absolutely no armor. Do you think that's one of the things they said when they were persuading like the army to just put this thing into mass production? They're like all British tanks, it has no armor. I didn't really show it when I was showing off some of the tanks, but oops, I accidentally hit the touchpad. But yeah, most of the British vehicles has no armor whatsoever. So, you know, that's something. Alright, SPAA, armored car. Go ahead and pull out. Do a little scouting mission for me. Because you got less armor than I do, so you should really die first. Why am I going so slow? It's not good. I thought I was having lag for a second. Alright, this is where we split off, mate. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, no, he's already down and dead. Now, do keep in mind, this is kind of early in the patch. I mean, literally, the patch just came out not too long ago. So, there's gonna be some bugs, there's gonna be some there may be some issues. The models may not be 100% right in terms of calculation, but they will definitely oh shit. Back it up, 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 back it up. Good. Good man. Alright. So, really we're just kind of holding them at the bridge, which is nice. He's down with the snapshot. Oh shit, but they're starting to rush now. Oh, bring the cannon around. Hold. Oh, he got me. Son of a bitch. I think 3 rounds in the British vehicles should suffice. Yeah, they kind of started the rush there, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? We got one guy going into the middle. Now keep in mind, this map does also have another game mode. Oop. I don't even see the tracer from my gun. Again, patch just came out recently, so not really all of the tanks are maybe super great yet, but just keep with them, because, I mean, Gaijin is great, and they do get their shit right very quickly. So also, another feature of the new update, 1.55, is now in planes, you can actually land in the ocean, or rivers, or any water, really. You won't obviously be able to take off, but you will be able to land in them and eject out. Now, before you go all berserk and go, well, planes have been able to do that since the dawn of Warthunder. I'm talking about planes that aren't supposed to do that. Just regular old launch from the airfield kind of planes. They can now do this instead of just seaplanes. Man, I really need to get rid of that control scheme for the touchpad to fire, because that's really bad. I hate that they mapped it that way. I really do. And this A-13 slips and slides. A lot like the Russian BT-7, I want to say. Oh, I thought I hit friendly there. I was going to be so pissed. God, that's my favorite thing. And it might not have even been something that was in the patch, or part of the patch, but God, I love the fact that you can change this to purple. Okay, so the bridge is right there. Most likely they'll come through the bridge. So what I'm thinking is maybe we take up ambush positions and just kind of wait for them to come to us, because we have the cap, so we can kind of just wait on them to come crossing the river. Although there might also be other crossing points in the actual river itself. There they are. He got me and I got him? What? Now you see what I mean about the British tanks having no armor. When an anti-aircraft gun can penetrate through your frontal plate and take out 3 crew members, that's how you know British armor is pretty poor. That's so much hair. Alright. And let's go. 2 more matches, then we'll call it an episode, or we'll call it for the patch review. Ooh, going to the snow in Finland with the British. Yes. Man, only I had more money. I only have 15,000 credits. All right, let's start with the A-13 this time. Oh shit! All right, let's go to the right. To the right, to the right, to the right. Alright. Seeing a lot of anti-aircraft guns from Britain, really. Which is kind of scary when you think about it. Because, I mean, what are these guys not taking instead, you know? Are these guys not going down the British TD line? Are they not going down the medium line? Are they not going down the heavy line? Like, good lord. I know something that's going to be very frustrating about the heavy line is that 3-inch gun carrier, which is literally like set up like a tank destroyer, because the gun itself is going to be mounted into the hull rather than on a turret. That's going to suck. But after that, with the Churchills, that's going to be amazing. Oh, the British anti-aircraft gun almost rolled itself. I used to do that with the American anti-aircraft guns all the time. Like, I'd come flying around a corner and then I'd just two-wheel it and be done. Be over. All done. Alright. Head on this way. So far, no opposition yet. Oh, there's an enemy spotted. Man, this thing just fishtails so much. Right into his turret for the assist. Put that round out because I'm pretty sure that was going to hit regardless. God, I can't get over the fact that now it's purple instead of green or blue. Like, yes. Alright, little water splash animation for the snow. Cool. Alright, so we hold all 3 objectives, but we don't want to get too confident. I just wanted to move up to this little area here so I can kind of mediate between B and C. Alright, let's see here. Oh, there goes that fishtail. Traverse rate on reserve tanks are ridiculous. You can fishtail like that, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Considering it's a tank. Critical hit. Ooh! Knocking them out and letting them slide. Beautiful. Now keep in mind, this patch has only been out for like 2 days, so this just goes to show how much hype for British armor there was. I know I was hyped when I first seen the announcement video from Baron. Like, yes. I couldn't wait for these things to come out. Oh, the driver's unconscious, that's why I can't move. Oh, got that fire though. God, what does it take to kill you? The driver's still unconscious. Alright. The only reason why I'm moving up like this is because I do want to get into the Treyarch again. Actually, I'm going to move over this way towards this little middle road here. Because we already got this, like, Crusader here. So if we go around... do want to take this time to remind everybody, if you happen to watch this before the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve I will be doing a 6-hour long live stream. I will be doing 3 hours in a game that I still haven't quite decided yet. Damn it. Probably Warthunder. Right now it's looking most likely to be Warthunder because of the fact that because, you know, British tanks, obviously, kind of hype in there, and plus I kind of want to get my British tanks caught up with the Americans, Germans, and Russians, because they're all into tier 3 tanks now, and now the British are so far behind. And then we're going to spend the last 3 hours doing something different, and I think the last 3 hours, right now as it sits, the last 3 hours will be Fallout 4. Now that does depend on whether or not, that does depend on 2 factors. Number 1, that depends on whether or not the World of Tanks beta will come out before then. If the World of Tanks beta gets its full release, or even a beta time during the stream, we'll probably play World of Tanks. And the other factor is whether or not we get some changes. So essentially what I mean by that, and let me translate my own sayings, I guess, is if obviously there's I don't know, probably just 10 angry people, because I only have 6 subscribers right now. If there's 10 angry people that are I don't feel like watching Fallout 4 for 3 hours, then I might change the game. But otherwise, it'll probably stay Fallout 4 unless we get the World of Tanks beta. So yeah, again, that is a 6-hour live stream on Christmas Eve, the 24th. That will be from 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to midnight Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. And, the stream will be across 2 different broadcasting applications, by the way. The first 3 hours will be on Twitch, and the second 3 hours will be on YouTube. So, probably the Warthunder gameplay will go on to Twitch, and the Fallout 4 gameplay will go to YouTube. So, that does mean the last 3 hours, which will be the Fallout 4 content, will be one video on YouTube. However, if you want to see the first 3 hours of the stream, you'll have to watch the Twitch channel for that. So, you know, just a little bit of promoting. So we'll go ahead, put some research into the fire prevention, and since we can get anything free, we'll grab fire prevention here, shot there, because better ammunition is always a great idea. And then we'll do the adjustment of fire. Sounds good. Finish. And now my camera controls work. So yeah. I'm actually not going to do another battle, mainly because there's other stuff that I want to get recorded, like Fallout 4, you know, because I haven't put out a Fallout 4 video in a week and a half, maybe. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to explain, though. But yeah, so there you go. A look at some of the glory that is the British vehicles. So that's going to do it for this little update review. If you liked this content, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe, or maybe don't do either if you think I'm a lunatic. Why not? And I will see you all next time. Again, I don't know how much I can say this. 6-hour live stream on Christmas Eve. And, yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.